Hi everyone, and welcome back to how to create an animated comic book intro. In this lesson, we'll create the comic book intro animation in After Effects. So let's start by creating a new document in After Effects by going to Composition and then New Composition. And then we want to change the composition name here to Comic Book Intro. And then make sure the height and widths are set to 1920 by 1080. And then we want the frame rate to be 24 frames per second for the cinematic look. And we want the duration here to be 15 seconds. Once you've done that, let's go ahead and click OK. Next, we want to create a new solid by going to Layer, New, and Solid. And then let's go ahead and call it BG for background. And then we want to make this layer. Let's go ahead and make this layer pure black, like so. And then click OK. And then with the BG layer still selected, we want to go to Effect, Generate, and click on Gradient Ramp. Now this will add this effect onto the solid layer. So you can see here over on the Effect Controls panel, we've got Gradient Ramp installed into our BG layer. Now with the Gradient Ramp applied to the layer, we can now go ahead and go to the Effect Controls panel here. And then let's go ahead and change the following. So the start of the ramp will be 960 and the second value will be 540. Like so. And then the start color here, let's go ahead and put some colors in here. So this will be a color code of E8B12C, like so. And then the end ramp will be 960, and then the second value here will be 1570. And then the second color here, let's add a second color, which will be 9D5F31, like so. Now the ramp shape, will change that to a radial ramp. And then the ramp scatter we'll leave at 0. And with the blend, we'll also leave that at 0 as well. As always, feel free to experiment with your own colors. And then now that we have the background created, it's time to import our comic book style images. So to do this, let's go to the project panel again over here. And from here, we want to go and import our files. So to do this, we need to go to File, Import, and then Import File. And then here, you can see all of the images listed as numbers. So you can see we've got images listed from 1 all the way to 20, like so. Now this will help us import as a sequence instead of manually adding them one by one. So let's go ahead and select the first image and then make sure to check the import JPEG sequence or import PNG sequence, whatever you've imported the images as. And then go ahead and click OK, like so. Now all the images will then be added to the project as a single video clip. So let's go ahead and drag this sequence into our timeline just on top of the BG layer, like so. And you can see it treats, After Effects treats this as a video file. And you can see as we drag backwards and forwards in our timeline, it just scrolls through each of the images, like so. Excellent. Now, if we click on the play preview button here, we can also see how fast the sequence is as well. Now you can see there, that was way too fast. Now we'll need to edit the speed and length of this for our animation to work correctly. So let's go ahead and delete this layer. And then we want to right click on the image sequence file and then go to Interpret Footage and then select Main. Now in this new window, we want to change the Assume frame rate here. And we want to change this value from 30 to 10. And this means that it will be showing 10 images per second. Again, feel free to change the value to something higher or lower to change the speed of your animation. Now at the bottom here, we want to change the loop value from 1 to 10 times, which will mean that our sequence will loop 10 times, making our animation duration longer, which hopefully should fill up our 15 seconds for our composition. Once you've done that, let's go ahead and click OK. And now we can drag our sequence again back into our composition like so. And you can see straight away the timeline fills up our 15 seconds. And now if we click on the play preview button, the images are a lot slower. Excellent. Now let's change the blending mode of the sequence layer. Now, if the blending mode here isn't available, just click on the small button over on the bottom left here to expand or collapse the transfers control pane, and then right click on the top bar here, like so. And then you want to make sure that the switches and modes are ticked. Now, let's go ahead and change the mode here from normal and then change this to multiply, like so, which will add the color of our background to the image. Awesome. Now we've successfully created an animated comic book sequence using our photos. In the next lesson, we'll start creating an animation for our title. See you all there.